All right, so this is the article. Toronto Blue Jays commit to starting minor league catcher who identifies as non-binary. Now Ben Shapiro retweeted this, which is how I found it, and he was fooled by it. Of course, he does the follow-up tweet. If you can't tell that this is sarcasm, there's probably an issue here. He didn't know. He's trying to look cool after. He
Oh,
could
he's
have just
trying to
said, "I
save
didn't even."
face by pretending it was like he knew the whole time.
Yeah, I guarantee
Oh,
it.
he's a little weasel. Can't say that
Posted at
either, though.
6:30 a.m. So a surprise move. The Blue Jays have called up minor league catcher Brady Deeker. So I'm pretty familiar with the Blue Jays. Even through video games, you get a sense of their minor league system because that's in the game, and I'm pretty familiar with their catchers. So I'm like, who's this guy? Google their AAA team, he's not on their roster. Google their AA team, he's not on their roster. Google go to their main roster, he's not on there. And then they're just like, they're going to bring him up to bat, and he's 207. He's batting 207. I'm like, this is insane. I messaged my friends. I'm like, look at this. I don't think I can support the Blue Jays anymore, honestly. And they say the Blue Jays organization is delighted to make baseball history and be the forefront of the progress. Now every day can be Pride Day at the ballpark. Believable, Eric. Believable.
Wait, and just really quickly, I'm sorry, I have to interject here. You guys have gone completely off the deep end, changing the acronym every week. It feels like
Yeah, I
Trudeau's out
know.
there. Two
And we've got more of that too.
SLBGTBQ QBSTS BBQ CIA. Like what? What?
This is all believable is the insane thing, Eric. So I keep reading on. The move was met with near universal acclaim. I'm like, how did I not hear about this?
Well, that's
They
fake too. Universal acclaim. Give me a break. Almost everybody
Yeah,
loved
but
it. Yeah.
that could be a euphemism. But then it says the Human Rights Campaign, which is a DNC supported.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if literally, but they fight for quote air quotes trans rights. They say the Jackie Robinson of the LGBT community. Trans people are always saying, Eric, they're acting like they were enslaved, or if they had it as bad as black people, they love doing that. The trans activists, again, believable. And then this is where it came to a head to me. No pun intended. Atkins pledged to put Deeker in the starting lineup immediately, batting fourth. And this will displace Alejandro Kirk, who said, what? He's a key guy for us, but he's totally committed to supporting the LGBT. He'll be DHing now, which is designated hitter, and occasionally backing up Deeker, assuming Brady is okay with that. And that's right where I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, they're batting him fourth, and then it all starts to make sense. He's a catcher. They're batting him fourth. And then it all came to, and then it's all like, okay, this, and then I went back and checked and saw that Ben Shapiro had replied to his own tweet and said that it was fake. But as you can see, there was no marking whatsoever that it's.
What does it say at the top? Can you? What's the little red
It says
woke
woke NR
culture?
plus woke culture,
Hmm.
and that's the insane thing, Eric. It was all completely believable. The Toronto Blue Jays are that believable in their cuckery. They sent the guy down the pitcher to the minors, and it came out later, a couple days after they did that it was his idea to be the catcher for the first pitch. He wanted to throw out the first pitch on Pride Night, the catcher, in real life, not satire here, and they didn't want him to do that.
Because it's
So it was
gayer if you receive.
he went to the Toronto Pride organization and met with the leader for like an hour, the director of it, and came up with the idea if he did that, how great it
Wait.
would be.
So the National Review, though, I've never. Maybe they are dipping their toes into the satire. They're trying to do their Babylon Bee thing, but I've never known them to be. They now the national as I'm familiar with them, they
Mm-hmm.
have been, you know, establishment conservative, right? They have been not absolute terrible shills, but they have parroted, they like the machine. They want the Bush era. They're in there. They're the Romney. They're, you know what I mean? They're not Democrats, but they're definitely not like America first. They're still like, we are the establishment type of thing. So I don't know when they started dabbling in comedy.
Well, these are their headlines, straightforward headlines. Judicial watches defense of Trump goes wrong. whatever that's supposed to mean. They got the New York guy here, Starbucks, Vivek, things of the day. And I think, Eric, that this hurts their credibility. I mean, you get this big story, and it's okay if I feel like it's better if the title is clickbait and everything, but when you get on there, it should be satire because I mean, I guess it's good writing that it is good writing that the person wrote it that's so believable. It says more about the time that we live in than I guess the writing. But now when I read something from them and I'm, on the fence of whether or not I should believe it, I might go with no because they didn't label it as satiricals. How can I know moving forward if something's believable? Like Ben Shapiro didn't read, I don't think, read the first 5 paragraphs. It took me to like paragraph 8. A guy who knows a lot about baseball. Maybe my red flag should have been going up sooner, Eric. But
turn it up, Jordan.